There's a very simple reason why most people will not be able to create very persuasive conversations. There's a very simple reason why most people today will not be able to create very successful seductive conversations. There's a very simple reason why most people today will not be able to create very successful sales conversations. Any kind of conversation, any kind of relationship requires that both people benefit from the relationship, that both people benefit from the conversation. If you're in a conversation with someone and the conversation continues, this requires that both people at least subconsciously realize or make the decision or accept the outcome that I would rather be in this conversation than not be in this conversation. But because people today are selfish, short-sighted, and entitled, most people don't recognize this. Most people won't recognize this. Most people approach any kind of relationship, most people approach any kind of conversation with the mindset of what can I get from this? And they don't really take the time to understand that in order for them to get something, they also must be giving something. And the thing they must be giving is subjective according to the person that is receiving the thing, not the person that is giving the thing. Any kind of relationship must have this kind of mutual benefit baked into the cake. This mutual benefit is the underpinning idea of all economic activity since the dawn of time. It's the underlying dynamic of all coevolution that exists in the world of biology. So if you approach a conversation, or if somebody approaches a conversation and all they're thinking about is what can I get out of this, chances are that's not going to be a very successful conversation unless simply by their presence they're providing some benefit to the other person. And the only way this happens, just by showing up and providing benefit to somebody simply by your presence, this only happens if you just happen to be super, super gorgeous. And just by your presence, the other person, wow, this super gorgeous person is talking to me. And that provides some kind of benefit. This is why a lot of entitled, short-sighted, selfish people today believe that all that exists in the world of seduction and romantic relationships is looks. But in reality, so long as you have this orientation in your mind of at least understanding that both people must get their needs met for the relationship or the conversation to continue, you have a huge advantage. In fact, you can use this idea as a sorting tool. Instead of focusing on what you want from the get-go, ask questions about what the other person wants. And just figure out what they want. This presupposes a lot of things. One, it shows that you're non-needy because you already know what you want in your brain. And if you demonstrate that you're concerned with finding out what the other person wants, this demonstrates that you have some kind of abundance, or it presupposes you're living a life of abundance and you're not so needy that you're always looking to get your needs met. And this is a great sorting tool because if you start the conversation, if you lead the conversation by taking some mental effort to find out what the other person wants, you can see if they reciprocate this. Some people will just be selfish and talk about what they want. But some people, when you lead the conversation by talking about what they want, they will naturally reciprocate and try to find out what you want. And if they do that, this is a fantastic basis for a conversation where you're both interested in what the other person wants. And this is a fantastic basis for a longer relationship. And if they don't reciprocate, you can just disqualify them. And if you're going through the world looking for people to build relationships with and you ask them what they want, chances are they will automatically and subconsciously be curious about what you want. And this is the basis of all abundance that you can experience in life, because everything you want in the world comes from other people. But it will only come from other people if those other people it comes from are giving you something in exchange for what you're giving them. And so long as you lead your conversations, so long as you lead your potential relationships by finding out what they want, you will significantly increase your chances of creating these mutually beneficial relationships. And this is a very, very powerful mindset to start conversations with. Before you even start a conversation, just ask yourself, what does this person want? That will put you in the proper mindset to figure out some kind of potential trade. Unfortunately, most people will never realize this because most people are entitled, most people are selfish, most people are very short-sighted, they have very short attention spans, and all they think about is, what can I get, what can I get, what can I get? And they don't realize that what they get has to come in exchange for what they give. And most people don't feel the responsibility or the need to give something in exchange for something. But because you can understand this, because you can understand the reciprocal nature of relationships, this gives you a huge advantage. And you can build up this skill. You can practice this skill. Go somewhere in public, look at all the people, pick somebody, focus on them out of your peripheral vision, and just wonder about what kinds of things you can exchange. Wonder what it is they want, and wonder what it is about you that will benefit them. And this will help build that reciprocal mindset that you can use as the basis for all fantastic relationships.